Sonic the Hedgehog. He starred in a lot of games. Not as much as Mario, but still he's had plenty to talk about from zooming up loops,
fishing, racing in a cart, fighting, and even breakdancing. But today, we're going to be looking at what people claim to be the best Sonic game ever.
Sonic CD.
Does it still hold a candle to games such as Uncharted 3 and Little Big Planet 2?
Is it really the best Sonic game?
Let's roll on the kisses.
Sonic CD was first released in 1993 for the ill-fated Mega CD, which didn't do so well. Sonic CD is considered one of the best titles for it, and every critic agreed that this was the best Sonic game ever, saying it was faster, smoother, catchier, and more edible.
Still to this day, critics praise it, especially in its re-release in Sonic Gems Collection, where it was megally hyped to epic proportions. In terms of gameplay, Sonic CD is a slap in the face for Tails fans who only got Tails as a cameo. You only play as Sonic just like Sonic 1, zoom around in what's supposed to be smart level design.
Instead, what we got was rushed level designs that didn't look very appealing and weren't as detailed or as amazing as Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
You end up losing rings a few times, you have springs placed in awkward places, and bosses that are extremely easy and need no effort.
Robotnik's first creation in this game makes his ball and a chain seem like his best invention ever.
You slow down sometimes too, and the time traveling mechanics, that must have seemed great on paper, don't seem to do well in the game. They come off more as pointless.
Yeah, I mean, you just travel to the future and, like, the springs have moved. That's it.
There's not much difference.
Special stages, on the other hand, really show off the CD's power, with Sonic running in what seems to be 3D-ish Mode 7 graphics. You can't see F-Zero do that.
Control-wise, they're quite off compared to Sonic 3 and Knuckles, with Sonic being kinda slow, and the spin dash is a bit of a pain. Usually, you would press down and speed straight away. Speed, spin straight away. But with this, you need to hold it down for a bit before you can let go for it to do a spin dash.
He's not as tight or smooth as the other titles such as Sonic 2, which makes the playing experience kinda like Slippy Toad. Annoying. Graphically.
No, graphically.
Graphically.
They're just as good as the Genesis titles. While it lacks the strong detail of Sonic 2 and Sonic 3 and Knuckles, it does have that Sonic 1 charm, which makes it look pretty nice.
There are also an amazing anime opening and ending sequences.
The music, on the American version, is used more to build atmosphere to the levels, and to be honest, it does it really well.
But at the same time, it lacks that Sonic feeling, and at times you have tunes that make you think of other things, such as Ratchet & Clank, Jeff Wayne's War of the Worlds, and the Lincoln Falcon.
They're not as catchy, but there are a few tracks that are nice. The Japanese version, on the other hand, sounds more Sonic and Sega-like and reminds you of Sonic the Movie and Sega Set. The tune Toot Toot Sonic Warrior is much more likable and makes you feel like you can accomplish anything.
Unlike Sonic Boom, which is more cheesy than likable.
So, looking back, Sonic CD is overrated.
I know there's a lot of fans that love it, and critics too, but playing it, it's slow, has awkward controls, a not very memorable soundtrack compared to the other titles that have Green Hill Zone, Ice Cap, Chemical Plant Zone, etc, etc, etc.
Let's not forget it's the game that introduced Amy and Metal Sonic into the Sonic universe. The game's bosses and levels are pretty rushed. You don't get a true climax with Metal Sonic. Instead, you get a race. And if you ask me, that's pretty lame, considering Metal Sonic is Robotnik's best creation.
Although on a high note, the anime cutscenes are great.
So, is it really dated? Yes. Playing Sonic CD today doesn't stand out or stand tall compared to Sonic 2, Sonic 3 Knuckles, and yes, even Pong.
Which are all timeless.
Timeless.